Alright, so maybe the inertia is set in for you. You're like thinking, man, I have all these rationalizations and excuses in my mind. Okay? This is the video to watch. We live in an excuse generation. It's time to change that.
I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Make sure you're 18 and older watching. Make sure that you're not breaking any laws of the land. Make sure that you understand this is for information, education, and entertainment. Let's get started. So today I want to speak to you guys about excuses. You're gonna have excuses if something is not important to you. If it's not important enough to you to do that thing, you're gonna have excuses. So the first thing is understanding the value of the task that maybe you're avoiding to do. Maybe it's coming to terms with, hey, maybe this is a really cool thing that's actually going to help me out in the future. And if I put my compound interest, if I keep putting a little bit into the bank each day, it's going to start growing. But if I do nothing, if I settle down and I've decided that nothing can change and I'm always going to be like this.
And, it's not that easy for me, Yeah, I've always kind of been like this. I've always kind of been a little bit fat, not really interacting with women or whatever. Men, if you're watching, right, I'm kind of in my own world. I've kind of been a people pleaser. I've kind of, been in this bubble my whole life.
I get that. But understand this is a narrative that you are writing for yourself. You have got to pick up the pen and decide that, no, I'm scratching this out. Let me reinvent the script of my life, which is, as you see my book back there, talk about it, the life script in TPM, or theatrical plasticity method. If you're not getting this book, you're missing out on some of the concepts that I bring up in these videos. So again, you want to get the book, go to Amazon right now, go purchase that book, or just take a few sessions with me and I give it to you in the second session. That's on God, that's on Tao. I will give you a book if you have 2 sessions with me. Trust me. If you've already had 2 sessions with me and you haven't gotten my book, reach out to me, okay? Also, we're going to Bali in November. If you want to, get training with us while we're there, we're going to bump up all the prices as we're there. In any case, if you're interested in that retreat, just shoot me a message, man, and I'll get you on the wait list. Now we've just decided we're going to go there. We're going to spend time, working on the business and doing certain spiritual work and inner work and growth. So it's going to be fun, man, and I'm looking really forward to that, and I'm going to have to manifest that as well. I think I'm going to have to manifest it because still I know I'm speaking about it in this video now as it's going to happen. So I'm already setting the, planting the seed for it. The first excuse you probably have is I don't have enough time. Let me tell you something. There will never, I know this is an overgeneralization as some of my clients know, there will never be enough time for you to do the things that you want to do. If you want to do these things, you got to make it a priority in your life. If you want to get better on your health, you have to start eating cleaner and working out. That's it, right? Don't overcomplicate these things. I get to do this. I have the opportunity to do this. I choose to do this. Not that I have to do this. I have to, I must, I should be. No, you're working with society's pressures on you, man. You got to take the power back in your own hands. You got to be in the driver's seat. Let's say I'm going to do a yoga practice and I just end up sitting in a meditation posture on the mat at least. That's still good. If you don't do anything, then it becomes a problem. If you go day after day after day without moving your body, day after day after day after without sleeping well, day after day after day after day with just eating junk food, day after day, you're doing these same unhealthy patterns that is going to bring you into the bad state later on in the future, and you'll be like, why me, why me? And you'll be stuck in that state, right? But then it's going to be too late. So the fact is, don't get attached to time. Time is always going to be there. It's about timelessness. We're in the flow state, baby, okay? We're in the flow state. We're not talking about time here. We're talking about timelessness. We're talking about creating patience. Patience why? Because it's a survival value. Because someone who's patient, they're not attached to time, that they're trying to rush or have this insecurity underneath, right? Like, oh no, I'm going to lose everything. It's not going to work out. Oh, what if this bad thing happens? What if this other bad thing happens? What if I never get laid? What if I never, move houses, that apartment? What if I never, you don't have enough time. You have to make time. Put it into your calendar. If you want to do yoga daily, put it into your calendar. Some little moment of the day, you can do some yoga. Don't tell me there's a moment of the day where you can't. And I ask a lot of people this. Yes, I used to do yoga for a few weeks, but then I stopped. Okay, There's a lot of people like that too, where you can't gain the momentum and the consistency with the dedication and discipline. Have I ever gone a day without posting a video? If you have, you guys know that I post 2 videos the next day. You guys know that, right? So it's not a joke for me, right? This is my lifestyle. This is what I do. I am the flow state guy. I am that guy. There's not a difference between the person online and the person you meet, right? It's like, yes, I amplify certain videos to make it more entertaining, but that's just because, that's what you do. Maybe your family is fine without you and you feel like, oh, my family needs me, my family needs me. They're fine with that. You don't know their reality, right? But the thing is, you might have a storyline that my family needs me, family constantly needs me, and you're taking off from your own spiritual practice, your own, inner work practice. And some of you guys use that as an excuse to skip work. I'm going to skip work, right? So we can get more. I just want the pressure off. I just want the stress off. And then you don't do any inner work and you go back to work. And guess what happens? You're still the same person. That little gap year, little break, it didn't help for shit, okay? So you gotta make yourself responsible now, okay? Don't neglect your flow state practice. Don't neglect your flow state practice. Don't do it. It's a bad move. It's a really bad move. Oh, I ate too much. Self-sabotage. That's what you're doing. Okay, you're stuck in a negative feedback loop. You gotta break yourself out of the old patterns. You gotta hire a coach. You gotta get some consultations. You gotta get your life back in order. I'm just looking at my watch because I have clients today. You get what I'm saying? I'm constantly working. Why? Because I'm choosing to better myself and I'm carrying that frequency along with the people that I help. There's something different about this guy. The way he approaches the mindset stuff, yeah, I kind of dig it. Okay, good. That's what I want. You gotta move in the direction of what you want. Move in the direction of what you want. Don't move in the direction of what you don't want. You're focusing on all the things that you don't want instead of the things that you actually crave and want. You have a flow state practice, don't eat a freaking whole bagel and a bunch of other bagels right before. That's self-sabotage. Do you get that? I'm pointing it out to you. Every time you have to go to the gym, there's some other excuse. Every time you have to wake up early in the morning, there's some other excuse. Enough is enough. There's no excuse good enough to take you away from your flow state, okay? Flow state is your religion. That is it. Put time in for stress relief. Really, a lot of people aren't putting in time for stress relief. A list of a bazillion things to do, okay, but I would rather be feeling healthy, happy, non-stressed, non-GMO. I would rather be feeling like that than being stressed out with a billion things to do. So focus on those compound interest exercises, those activities. They'll get you feeling better. Take a shower meditation. Pace around the room a bunch of times, just to get yourself energy moving. Stretch, yawn, get up. Start shaking. You need to make this a habit. You need to make this natural for you that this is what I do. Whenever I feel stagnant, I understand my mind-body connection, I'm getting better with it. In any case, guys, I hope this video helps you out today. Don't think of excuses, think of solutions. That's what we do here in the Flow Zone Academy. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. Let's get it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new.